Hey, what's up? So in this little video, I want to discuss really the topic of focus, but developing two different modes of throwing that one can use when they are practicing cornhole so that we don't drive ourselves nuts. And really it comes down to focus, right? In the beginning, you could hold focus for one shot, two shots. Maybe you work up where you have a good round, then your next round's bad, and as time goes on, really what we're building is, our technique and the physical ability to throw the bag, and we are developing these things, but really what we're developing is our threshold to be able to focus. And to me, this is what's most impressive about when watching professionals in the sport is they're not just having one good round. Their ability to hold focus for an entire tournament is really impressive. And the only thing I can compare that to in my life is barbering. When first starting off, how much energy and focus it took to just do one good haircut. And now that I've been doing it for 20 years, I do 10 to 15 haircuts. The only thing holding me back is just my body becoming tired at this point. But my ability to focus the entire time on doing the haircut and being engaged in conversation. You get a new barber to try and do that, they're gonna quit, right? So I think it's important for us to understand where we're at in the game. And to help along with this, you have to understand when you are going to apply your focus and when you are more in an experimental mode. And these are the two modes of throwing that I kind of like to understand when I'm throwing, right? Am I in an experimental mode where I'm just trying to feel my body and match my physical aim with my aim of sight? Or, it's more of a body thing. It's more of a feeling. It's more fun. I'm experimenting with different grips, with different arm gates, with different steps, whatever it may be, right? I'm making adjustments. I'm having fun. I'm not being critical of myself if I'm missing. Right? And that's the big thing in experimental mode. You're casting away any critical opinions and mental thoughts, and you're just having fun. And then when the time comes, right, you're in a game, you bring out the focus. And now you're focusing on, holding focus and really exercising the muscle of focus, right? And so it's just like fitness. You can't lift weights all day long. You have to have a rest period. It's the same exact thing. And eventually, it's very similar to a fighting game like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter or any 1v1 fighting game. You got your life bar up in the corner. It's kind of like a focus bar. If you drain that bar going into the fight, you're not going to have much focus. And so for me, this happened in the beginning when I'm practicing, and then I'm practicing with friends. And, they come over to practice and you can't differentiate, experimenting with competition. And it's frustrating because you may be throwing in an experimental mode and then a buddy comes over and wants to be competitive with you. And it's frustrating because you're like, well, I'm not trying to be competitive right now. And so if you don't distinguish what mode you're in, you could be frustrated quite often. And so that's what I found in my journey so far in cornhole is find out what mode it is, try to save my focus for when I absolutely need it. If I don't have a game or a match or league night at any point in the week, then I'm using Ghost Holio. But when I'm doing the Ghost Holio, I'm focusing on every single throw intently. Whereas when I'm not throwing Ghost Holio, I'm more using my time for experimentation and fun to come up with ideas that I can then utilize later on when I am in focus mode. So anyway, that's the message for the cornhole journey. Have a good one. Later.